Welcome back to the kitchen. Tonight we're going to impromptuly, ha ha ha, it's not even a word. No. Welcome back to the kitchen, and we're going to tonight continue the one-ish pot meals series we have going on. Admittedly, this was a bit of an impromptu one-ish pot meal, but it works out all the same. Tonight we're making lasagna rolls. It's not going to be your traditional thought of lasagna, but it's what we call it in this house, and for language purposes, it makes sense to us. Everything literally is going to be done in our French/Dutch oven. We're going to parboil noodles, so we're going to cook them probably about 75% of the way. Then we'll drain the water, roll the noodles with the filling that we make, put some sauce in here and bake it, and it's done. One pot, one meal, minimal cleanup. Let's make them. So as I said, we're going to parboil our noodles. I added probably a tablespoon of salt to the boiling water. There will be a lot of people that tell you that you need to make your pasta water as salty as the ocean. Don't do that. Makes everything too salty. It's unnecessary. A little bit goes a long way. So I did 3-4 noodles at a time. And in all, I probably boiled them about 5 minutes. I'm just making sure that they don't stick together, that they have plenty of space to move around. But the way that you can tell that something is getting close to parboiled is you'll see me pick up the noodles and they'll be flexible, but you can feel that in the middle that they're still not quite cooked all the way. That's when I know I want to pull them. If I had to estimate, I'd say I cooked these 75 to 80% of the way. We're going to sauce them and they're going to finish in the oven, so don't need to take them 100%. And then to cool them down, I added them to a cookie. I have a 1/8 sheet tray. You know, if you have a cookie sheet, anything that you can lay them out flat on, line it with some olive oil, put them down in layers, and in between the layers, add some more olive oil so that as the noodles cool, that they don't stick together. And then to a pot, or bowl rather, I added a cup of whole milk ricotta, half a cup of chopped frozen spinach that I thawed, and then I squeezed as much of the water out as possible, and then 3 ounces of prosciutto. That is just, it's a arbitrary amount. That's how much comes in the little package at Price Chopper here in Kansas City that I got it at. You can add as much or as little as you want. You can completely leave it out if you want. As I said before, the wonderful thing about cooking is you know what you like, you know what people who you're cooking for like. Modify it to how you want it and how they want it. I didn't put any salt into this. I just added a little bit of pepper because, again, the salted noodles, the prosciutto will be enough seasoning to really carry everything. Then you just lay out your noodles and you fill them. That filling split evenly 9 ways is enough, I think, to feed us. That for 2 people, that gives us dinner one night and then lunch for 2 people the next day. You can double it if you want. You can add more if you want and just do 4 lasagna rolls. It's, you know, do it however you see fit. But just lay out the lasagna noodles. Try to approximate however much filling that you need. Roll them up, set them off to the side, and then here in a minute we're going to add them to the pot and sauce them. And here we go, sped up. And as you can see, some of these are filled more than others. You can approximate it. You can get as technical and nerdy as you want about it. Just again, you're looking to try to split it evenly 9 ways. To the bottom of the pot, we'll add our pasta sauce of choice. Spread it out evenly, and then you're just now going to, in one layer, put all of your lasagna rolls into the pot. The sauce will act as a barrier between the pot and the noodles. That way, when you throw them in the oven, they won't burn, stick. Will help cook them finish cooking them from the bottom. And I'm sorry, I can't count. That's 10. And then just add a little sauce to the top. That way, again, they're covered fully. Then we throw them in a 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, they are done. Nice, cooked all the way through. And then I'm going to add some mozzarella to the top. Add as much, little, any at all if you want. Again, it's really your decision. I've turned the oven off at this point, and so what I'll do is I'll add the cheese, and then I'll toss the pot back into the oven just to let the cheese melt all the way. And after the cheese is melted, enjoy.